Have you ever caught yourself constantly checking your phone, waiting for a message from someone special, only to feel a sinking sense of disappointment? It's like they're everywhere in your thoughts while you seem to be nowhere in theirs. What if I told you there are proven psychological techniques, rooted in timeless wisdom and Stoic philosophy, that can make anyone think about you, crave your presence, and miss you deeply? These strategies are not about manipulation. They're about understanding human nature and using that knowledge to create meaningful, lasting impressions. The truth is, our minds are wired to value what's scarce and cherish what's unique. By applying these insights, you can tap into the psychology of attraction, leaving someone longing for your attention in ways they can't ignore. So if you're ready to learn how to take control of your presence in someone's life, let's dive in. Technique 1. Master the art of mystery. To make someone think about you obsessively, start by mastering the art of mystery. Think about the last time you watched a thrilling movie or read a captivating book. The parts that grabbed your attention most were the unanswered questions, the cliffhangers, and the moments that left you wanting more. The same principle applies to human interactions. When you meet someone new, don't rush to reveal everything about yourself. Instead, share parts of your personality and story gradually. Think of it as unwrapping a gift. Each layer reveals something intriguing and leaves them anticipating what's next. For example, instead of immediately sharing your hobbies, passions, or detailed life plans, talk about them in small doses. Share just enough to pique their curiosity. When they ask questions, answer thoughtfully, but leave room for imagination. This creates an emotional connection while keeping you on their mind, as they'll constantly wonder what else there is to discover about you. Mystery isn't about being secretive or evasive. It's about fostering curiosity and excitement. People are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand, and this intrigue will make them think about you even when you're not around. Technique 2. Leverage the power of scarcity. The rule of scarcity is simple. The less available something is, the more valuable it becomes. This psychological principle is as old as time, and it works wonders in relationships. If you're always readily available, answering every call, responding instantly to every message, you risk being taken for granted. Here's a practical way to implement scarcity in your interactions. Be intentional about your availability. If you're always the one initiating conversations or making plans, pull back slightly. Give them the space to miss your presence and take the initiative themselves. But remember, scarcity isn't about playing games or pretending to be disinterested. It's about demonstrating that your time and attention are valuable. For instance, if they ask to meet, politely say, "I'd love to, but I have plans. How about another day?" This subtle shift in dynamic shows that you have a life outside of them, which makes you more intriguing and desirable. The result? They'll start appreciating the moments they do have with you and craving your presence when you're not around. Scarcity creates the perfect balance between interest and independence, leaving them wanting more. Technique 3. Be authentically you. Here's a truth that often gets overlooked. Authenticity is magnetic. People are drawn to those who are unapologetically themselves, because in a world full of pretenders, realness stands out. Authenticity doesn't mean oversharing or putting all your flaws on display. It's about embracing who you are, your strengths, quirks, and even imperfections, and being comfortable in your own skin. Confidence in your individuality sends a powerful message. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're simply being yourself. To practice authenticity, focus on your values and passions. Share your thoughts openly, but also listen attentively to theirs. Engage in conversations that matter to you and avoid trying to fit into molds you think they'll like. This genuine approach will not only make them respect you, but also leave them thinking about you long after the interaction is over. Technique 4. End interactions on a high note. One of the most overlooked ways to make someone miss you is by ending interactions on a high note. Think of your favorite meal or vacation. What sticks with you is often the last, most memorable part. The same applies to relationships. Whether it's a text, a date, or even a brief phone call, end it while the energy is still positive and exciting. For instance, if you're having a great conversation, say, "I've really enjoyed this, but I need to go. Let's continue this another time." This leaves them wanting more and creates a mental association between you and positive feelings. By ending on a high note, you ensure they remember the best parts of your interaction, leaving them eager for the next time they can experience that with you. Technique 5. Build emotional connections. Through absence. Absence, when done right, can be one of the most powerful tools in making someone miss you. Think about it. When was the last time you truly appreciated something? It was likely after you didn't have it for a while. Creating intentional gaps in communication or interaction can actually strengthen emotional bonds. Take a step back occasionally, allowing them to reflect on your value in their life. This isn't about ghosting or ignoring someone. It's about letting them experience life without your constant presence, so they realize how much you add to it. During this time, focus on self-improvement. When you re-engage, they'll notice the growth in you, whether it's a new skill, perspective, or energy, and this will deepen their admiration and interest. When you combine the power of mystery, scarcity, authenticity, high-note endings, and intentional absence, you create a potent mix of attraction and connection that's impossible to resist. These techniques aren't about manipulation. They're about understanding human psychology and using it to foster meaningful relationships. If you found this video insightful, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who could use a boost in their relationships.